Hey gamers, if you like quick, silly card games with a bit of take that, then you want to check out Doomlings. Let's take a look at how this game plays. In this game, players will have a gene pool which will tell them how many cards they'll draw up to or discard down to at the end of each of their turns. They'll have a hand of trait cards, and for the most part, they will be playing one of those trait cards per turn. They do start off by just playing one to their trait pile each turn. Some of them are going to be worth some points at the end of the game, or some of them might have different actions available to do when you play them, and some of them will have this little star which will tell you that the value of the card at the end of the game will be determined based on some other criteria that the card has on it. So you might start off by just playing this card here, and then you would do the action, and then you would just stabilize, which is to draw back up to the number of cards that you need based on your gene pool. These event cards, age cards, will come out each round, and players will do what's on them. So they can discard cards, for example, to do something. They can play, if they play colorless traits, they can play another trait. And sometimes these catastrophe cards will come out of the deck as well, which will affect all players. This one happens to affect gene pools, subtracting from those and discarding some cards from their trait piles as well. And the very last one, the third catastrophe that comes out, will signify the world's end, so then that last ability there would also trigger. At the end of the game, players will just look at everything that they have in their trait pile, add up all of their points, do any special effects that are for the world's end, and then the player with the most points wins. This felt like a pretty familiar kind of style of game where you're just playing some cards in front of you, trying to score some points, but your other players are potentially going to mess with your cards or your turns or things like that. And there's, of course, that event deck where things might happen to your cards or your hand that will maybe mess up your plans a little bit. It's definitely something where you're not going to be overthinking your turns. You're just going to be playing pretty quickly, playing probably just the best card in your hand or something to complete a set if you're looking for a color set or something like that. And maybe just trying to attack other players just a little bit and knock their score down just a little bit. It's very light, so you have to be okay with take that in this game. You're definitely going to have turns skipped or cards taken or something like that. So as long as you're okay with that and you like this cute, silly, little colorful art, then you might want to check it out. But you can see my full thoughts on the blog today to decide if this one's for you.